Hi, this is Shade Foray with TaxSellSupport.com. I'm here with Steven Swenson again for another one of our Property Deal of the Week videos here for October.
Yeah, and today we're going to be talking about Oregon, which Oregon is a tax deed state and uses tax deed foreclosures and actually sells the property itself at the auction.
Yeah, so essentially, opening bid is going to be starting at what's owed in past due taxes and fees, but it gives you that chance to pick up properties for good opening prices at least.
Yeah, exactly. Now, most counties are going to use a premium bid method, and depending on the county, they may set the minimum at just the back taxes, or they may do it at a portion of the appraised value, 25% of appraised value, or something similar to that.
Yeah. Now, before we move on, we noticed that only about 15% of you guys are subscribers, so we wanted to encourage you guys to subscribe to the channel so that you're notified anytime we put out a new video.
Yeah, definitely. So as far as today, we're going to be talking about Deschutes County, Oregon, and this is actually an on-site auction, which means you're going to be attending the auction in person.
Yeah, and it's happening on October 8th, so it's coming up here pretty soon. So here we can see some of the property details on the website, as far as how the county has it listed.
Yeah, this auction's happening on October 8th, like Shade said, and it's going to be at the County Fair and Expo Center in Redmond, Oregon. And, this is really just a page off the county website, which is directly where we'd go to start researching it, start researching the list, getting registration forms, anything like that, so that we can prepare for the sale.
Yeah, in fact, we would look at the auction properties map, as one of the ways that we'd be able to see the properties that are available like this.
Yeah, exactly. This is kind of the way they set it up, and it was actually not an online map, but it was more of a PDF map. But it did give you quickly a view of all the properties that were available throughout this sale, and it was a couple of pages.
Yeah, lots of pieces of land here, and pretty good usable land.
Yeah, definitely nice building lots.
Yeah.
In fact, that's what we're going to look here in the first one. This particular lot had an opening bid of $24,000, and it was about half an acre in size.
Yeah, and you can see it has assessed value or estimated value there of $76,000 at least.
Yeah, 75.5. There they had it 76,000 on Zillow, probably because they're just rounding up.
Yeah.
But one thing that was interesting is the properties in this area go for pretty high amounts. In fact, up in the right hand corner.
Yeah, that's a comp there. Huh?
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger at 0.75 acres, but it's in the within the same area where they're listing it up for $180,000, and so I thought that at least justifies the $75,000 to $100,000 that it's worth. Now, with this particular property, you're not starting at 10 cents on the dollar, but if you can buy this $100,000 lot for $24,000 or $25,000 or even $30,000, there's a lot of potential profit within these kind of deals.
Yeah. See here, and the next property we're looking at here has an opening bid of $36,000, but it's a little bit bigger, at 0.87 acre.
Yeah, kind of similar to the first one. These are all located in Bend, Oregon, and so I think that's an area that's been growing in value. And one thing I noticed about this particular property as well is if you look there at the map, there just down the street from there is a building lot that's smaller in size that's listed for $116,000 currently for sale.
Yeah, which that's a great comp, to give you an idea of what the value is like. And even the county says it's 94, and so that's really you can understand that's only 20,000 above what they're saying.
Yeah, well, and I think the one that's listed there at 116 is probably closer to a half an acre, where this one's close, 0.87,
almost a full acre.
Yeah. So even though this has a higher opening bid, there's still a lot of potential profit. Me and Shade love these kind of deals because these are the kind of deals that you can take through quiet title, and and it's probably going to be the best route to go with these, where you can go ahead and sell them for top dollar. Somebody can get a loan on it, and build their essential dream home.
Yeah.
Property number 3 was actually one of the few single-family homes listed within this particular property, and you can see that they actually started at a pretty high opening bid amount of $297,000. But really, as I started looking more into this property, even though it has a $300,000 opening bid, there's still a lot of potential profit on this property. We're looking here where it's on 1.4 acre lot, and you can see the assessed value there being a pretty high amount.
Yeah. I mean, assessed value of nearly $700,000. And an estimated Zillow value of $857,000. Even though it starts high, that really isn't a problem. Because properties end up getting bid up. It's not going to generally sell. At least a $700,000 property is not going to.
It's going to sell for $300,000 anyway.
Yeah.
At least. Now, one thing that is really interesting about this particular property is they had all of this additional information. So you had the title report and supporting docs. You had an appraisal from 2014. You had the original plans to the property.
They even have an open house.
Yeah, exactly. So you could really do your due diligence on this property. Now, one thing that was also interesting to me is you can see there in the structures, there was the first was the residency, 2-story with an attic, and it was 3,563 square feet. But if we look down there below
a couple farm buildings.
Yeah, that's essentially the shed. Not a shed, but like a garage, which is over 3,000 square feet, and it was built in 2000. And then there's an additional building there as well. So, we're not just looking at the home itself that's 3,500 square feet. We're also looking, and we can see it here within the photo.
Yeah, lots of additional improvements.
Yeah, that shop or garage behind it that's an additional 3,000 square feet.
Yeah, you can see how big it is. It's nearly as big as the house.
Yeah, so, looking here into the value a little more, Zillow's giving it a value of $857,000. The rent estimate on this thing is $4,350 a month. I don't think you'd probably rent this property out anyway. But either way, even with this property starting at $300,000, there's a lot of potential profit in this deal. And this is really, one of the newer, nicer properties that you'll see coming up for auction.
Yeah, so this is the Deschutes County, Oregon sale that's happening on October 8th, and this is going to be an on-site auction, I believe, right?
Yeah, exactly. Happening at the County Expo Center. High bid will win the property.
Yeah. Now, if you like this information and you'd like more, you should join our membership program, which is just $39 a month. You can cancel it anytime.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to give you guys access to all of our tax sale lists, our weekly webinars, our training guides, and really, we think it's the best value in tax sale education.
Yeah. Hey, be sure to hit that like button. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, appreciate it.